Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Turn it a little bit. Oh yeah. That's right.
1972, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, a good one on Thursday night primetime. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker set to get things started. Off the week goes from Arrowhead. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's first and 10. Room to run right away. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 18 yards. A great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Here we go. Go. They'll turn and hand this one off. Room to run at the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Bengals 7, Chiefs nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
Chiefs going to start this one with a throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
15. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Yellow. First and 10 for Mahomes. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game, and the ability to make those two things look alike. Man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. They'll run with Smith. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Brashard Smith, touchdown Chiefs. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So too soon, apparently, to worry about going for 2, even after the penalty. So this one will come from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Here we go. 3.
Now, faking the give. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to be third down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
19 Lions. Left say 19. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneers.
Ready. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Coverage there. Met and dropped before he can get a return go.
At their own 32-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Out to his right. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play to kick off this drive. And even 50 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
One more time, it's Smith. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On third and goal, they go with Smith. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on fourth down.
Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on fourth and goal. They'll go, and it's Smith. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. And Butker on for the extra point. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. A big hole. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
14, Bengals 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Alontae Taylor is there for the start.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll go up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
18, Raul, 18, Mikey, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's the rookie from Alabama. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Tight end going in motion here. So, 1 quarter in the books on this Thanksgiving night. 14-7 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
He'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Warriors 70.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Go! 60 Vikings, 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go!
They'll look to throw again. He's going to try it here again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. On is McPherson for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard
The
line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 47 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the ground, it's Smith. And he'll pick up about 5. Down inside the 30. We'll mark him at the 28.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Mahomes. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, KC.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it up to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Ready up. Cut 19. Cut 60.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
24-yard gain.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Warriors 17. 18, Radley.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to run it. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
They'll look to throw. This is caught 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bengals. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will even the score. It's now 21 all.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And that kick goes out of bounds right away. And that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Second and 10.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
A loss of 10 yards on the
That
play.
is Miles Garrett. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
Taken at the 19. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
70 Rangers. Come on, come on. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Mavericks. 60 19 Titans.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Flush to his right, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18, 79 Broncos.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. Oh, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup, and it brings us to fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Hold it ready. 19 Lions. Let's go now. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneers.
Back to the air one more time. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 33 yards.
Panther 50. Panther 50.
We have a tight end motioning left here.
Go.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one.
Get it. 65. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals go up by 7. 28-21.
Chiefs 21. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. But dangerous Miko Hardman on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Their own 25-yard line.
first down throw for Mahomes. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Smith. So we reached the intermission. It was been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because
that's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Warriors 17.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
For Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Come on. 18, 5, Cougar 19.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10.
Cowboy 80. Rig alert. Rig alert. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's good.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now, faking the give. And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete.
Well, he didn't connect for the touchdown. What I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. And once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Bronco 80. Ready.
He'll keep this himself. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. Third and goal coming up.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
On the go.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Bengals. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. On is McPherson for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead.
Chiefs 21. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Attack, attack. Yellow.
Mahomes on first down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
21. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
They'll run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. That one caught by Smith. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Mahomes back. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw again. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Yellow.
Throwing again. It's Mahomes. Quick throw taken in. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring us 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Yellow.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. It's caught down the field. It's Worthy. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Fight on these two.
Here's a run. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
At the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal.
Yellow.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs are able to cut into the deficit.
42. Chiefs 28. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
38 yards.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
38 yards on the play. First down, Bengals.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
2nd and 10.
Deputy! Cowboy 80! Ready,
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
22 yards. That's good for a Bengals.
4th quarter coming up here on Thanksgiving night. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this.
Okay, break.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
There defensively.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's into the end zone, and they are making it look easy. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chiefs 28. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Bengals 49. Chiefs 35.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Wolf. Warriors 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick. 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Let's go. Let's go.
So second down, and they'll run it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Cincinnati.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals are going to extend their lead.
Bengals 56, Chiefs 35. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After
for
the TD,
Cincinnati.
on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow. Hey, yellow. Go going.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Escaping the pressure right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he is going to have a Chiefs first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Yellow.
Mahomes. Rolling right.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, But when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That one caught. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch him by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Got it. Ready? 18, tied in.
Now, faking the give. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and
2nd down, 8 for the first down. Here's Mahomes. This one complete right side. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That is to Wiley, open on the left. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That is going to be Ball in, he's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. That his second touchdown tonight.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
56, Chiefs 49.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. He's done it. The ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Sometimes you can get a little carried away when you feel like things are going your way, and I think that's the case here, Mike. You get the touchdown. Now they're thinking, all right, let's get the ball right back to our offense. In this case, I think the aggressiveness ends up costing them.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
Now a handoff, running right. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Let's go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hurt. Ready.
Going to try to pick up the 1st down with his own read. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. It's a pickup of 16 yards, down to the 16.
On the jump.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
2nd and 13. At
Hot
the
70,
19.
hot 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Trap 60, trap 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
It is 3rd and long.
Here we go, set. Dragon 60.
Here we go. 1 final play. This is caught 2. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does.